Welcome back. The next installment of the Kamloops Film Society's Fall Film Series is screening tomorrow night at the Paramount Theatre at 7 o'clock. It's called Lost in Paris, and it looks hilarious.
It does.
Yeah.
It
How are
really
you guys?
looks hilarious.
I didn't introduce you. Tom,
Yes.
Terry Ann, thank you for being here
Well,
again.
thank you, Susan.
Yeah, a good comedy. That's what we need.
Yeah, you know, this is a slapstick comedy. This is the kind of film that people come to just to have an hour and a half of pure, delightful, comedic entertainment. It's a French production, actually Belgian production, by a husband and wife team, Dominique Abel and Fiona Gordon, and they both appear in this film. They are the stars of this film. Fiona Gordon plays a young woman who comes from Canada to find out what's happened to her elderly aunt. And Dominique Abel plays what they classify as a tramp. He's a homeless individual who hangs out, and they decide to work together at some point. And this Fiona, once you see the trailer, she's got this most expressive body language and visual projection that is just incredible. Naive person suddenly exposed to this wonderful new world of Paris, and she's desperately trying to find out what's happened to her aunt.
All right, should we take a little sneak at the trailer? Sneak peek? All right, let's take a look.
It's from my Aunt Martha. Dear Fiona, help. After 48 years living in Paris, they want me to move to an old people's home. Ridiculous. I'm only 88.
You've always wanted to go to Paris.
Yeah. Martha?
No, forget.
Oh. Je cherche ma tante Martha. Excusez-moi. Photo?
This looks awesome, you guys. And the guy that we're watching right now, he decides that he takes a love interest in this woman. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So he's the would-be love interest, and they go on this epic adventure together with her iconic backpack and all of his accidents and big, crazy adventures that happen as they traipse through Paris searching for her aunt.
So I get the sense that we don't really find out what happens to the aunt until later on in the show, because you don't really see her again after she disappears.
You know, for a change, this is one of those films where you go and you watch it, and you know, sort of in the vein of the old Chaplin, Jerry Lewis kind of slapstick comedy, that you're getting this feeling that even though there's all of this stuff going haywire and they're all just missing each other, and you know, that even though that's all happening, that things are still going to be okay. So you don't necessarily have this, like,
You're not worried.
You're not worried. You're
know it's
being
gonna come together.
Yeah, so you're being entertained and
Yes.
you're being delighted, and you're and you know, in this sort of Wes Anderson style
Sure.
kind of other world, but it's still familiar if you've ever been to Paris. It's just great. You go to a
Yes.
film shot in Paris, it's always a good way to reconnect with your inner romantic.
That's right. And for anyone that's been to Paris, it's nice to see the sights that you know you've been there to see. So it's neat to see
Yes.
that too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cinematography looks great.
It does.
And yeah, and there's sort of parallel stories going on, because the niece and this homeless man are together, and then the aunt meets another man,
Which we
and
saw, I
they
think.
start, yes, and so these two parallel stories. And as Terry Ann says, you know that somehow things are going to work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like a good one, you guys. This is a great selection for the Film Society's film series. So thanks for
And tickets
promoting it.
available at Movie Mart in advance or at the theater tomorrow night.
Yep.
And people should make sure they get their new yellow membership card
Right.
for this new year, $2 at the door.
Okay.
Good all year, good for the whole series for
And for
fall
the
and
festival,
the
in
festival.
March.
Perfect.
Yes.
Awesome, you guys. Thank you
Good.
for being here.
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah. Lost in Paris looks to be a great comedy. If you're in need of a few laughs, this is screening tomorrow night at Paramount, 7 o'clock. We're back after a quick break. Stay with us.